Welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to solve problem related to the maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, so already we solved so many theorem, that is using Thevenin's, Norton's, superposition theorem we solved. So now we are going to solve the problem using maximum power transfer theorem. So you see the question: for the circuit shown in figure, find the value of R. Okay, find the value of this resistor R for maximum power transfer. Also calculate the maximum power transfer. Okay, we have to calculate the maximum power transfer also. So it's a May 2018 question and it's a 8-mark question. So here you see the given circuit. So the given circuit is a DC circuit, and in the circuit, so one voltage source 12 volt battery is there, and one current source 2 amps current source is there, and two resistances, and this is said to be the resistor R. Okay, it's a variable resistor. So what is our question means, we have to find out the value of this resistor R under maximum power transfer condition. Okay, so here this resistor R is said to be the load. Okay, R is said to be the load. So what is maximum power transfer theorem means? So the maximum power derived by this particular circuit is transferred to this load in only one condition. So what is that condition means? This load resistance value RL, it must be equal to the equivalent resistance of this circuit. Okay, so that is the condition. So we have to find the value of this R. But what is the value of this load R means? R is equal to RTH or R equivalent. Okay, R equivalent means the equivalent resistance of this circuit across the terminal, this A and B. Okay, so that is the condition for maximum power transfer theorem. Okay, and you see, so in order to, so and after calculating this R equivalent, so we have to draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, so from the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, so this is the Thevenin's voltage in series with the Thevenin's resistance. So finally we have to connect across the terminal A and B, we have to connect the load. Okay, so the value of this R is nothing but this RTH value. Okay, and according to this maximum power transfer condition, so what is the maximum power transferred to this particular load means? So it is the P max is equal to, the formula is VTH squared divided by 4 into R. Okay, so we have to substitute the value of VTH and R, so we will get the maximum power. So this is the formula to find the maximum power of the given circuit. Okay, so by here we will see one by one. So but what is the first step in order to solve this problem in maximum power transfer means? First we have to identify the load and we have to remove the load. So here which one is a load? This resistor R is a load. So we have to identify this load, and we have to remove this load, and this two terminal we have to mark it as a AB. Okay, this is the first thing. So in a circuit you just remove that resistor R. So in the place of that R we have to mark it as a terminal A and B. Okay, this is the first step. And the next one, across this terminal A and B we have to obtain the Thevenin's equivalent model for the entire circuit. Okay, so by using the Thevenin's theorem we have to obtain the Thevenin's equivalent model for the given circuit across the terminal A and B. Okay, that is the next step. So by in order to draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit, we have to find the two things. One is Thevenin's voltage VTH or VAB. Okay, what is VAB means? The voltage across this open circuited terminal A and B. Okay, what is the voltage across this open circuited terminal? We have to find. It is said to be the VTH. And another one is we have to find RTH. Okay, what is RTH? RTH is said to be across this terminal A and B, what is the total resistance of the given circuit. Okay, so this two things we have to find out. So for first one, we are going to find out the value of VTH or VAB, across, that is voltage across the open circuited terminal A and B. Okay, you see this diagram. Okay, in this diagram, so you see the same diagram I am drawing. So this is the 12 volt battery, 15 ohm resistor. This is a one current source and a 10 ohm resistor. So here what is our aim means? Our aim is to find out voltage across this terminal A and B. Okay, so voltage across this terminal A and B, it is said to be the VTH or VAB. But you see what is the voltage across this terminal A and B? It is nothing but a voltage across this 15 ohm resistor as well as this 12 volt battery. You see, A terminal is here, B is here. So voltage across this two element, it is said to be the VTH. Okay. Up and now, so what is the current flowing through this resistor means, you see, it is a one complete, only one closed path. Up in this loop, here one current source is there. What is the value of this current source? 2 amps. So this 2 amps is flowing through this 10 ohm resistor as well as this 15 ohm resistor. So current flowing through this 10 ohm and 15 ohm resistor is a 2 amps only. Okay. So now our aim is to find out the voltage across the terminal A and B. So we have to form the KVL equation for this only. Okay, A, this resistor, voltage source, and B. Okay, you just apply KVL to this. But what is the voltage VTH? If you are starting here means minus to plus, it is a voltage rise. So VTH equal to, what is the voltage drop across the 15 ohm resistor? 15 into 2. Okay, so 15 into 2. Then this is plus to minus. So plus to minus means voltage drop only. So we have to add like this. So the answer is 15 into 2 plus 12. It is a 42 volt. So the volt V Thevenin's value is 42 volt we calculated. Okay. So this is the thing. And the next step is to, we have to find RTH. What is RTH? The Thevenin's resistance. Okay. Thevenin's resistance we have to find. So while calculating the Thevenin's resistance, you see, you know that we have to replace in the given circuit. Okay. This is the given circuit. In the given circuit, we have to deactivate the voltage sources and the current sources. Okay, that is the thing. So in order to, if you are deactivating the voltage source means it's said to be short circuited. If you are deactivating the current source means it is said to be the open circuited. Okay, but now in order to find the RTH, replace the voltage source by short circuit and the current source by open circuit. This is the condition. But now we will get the diagram like this. Okay, here the voltage source is short circuited. Here the current source is open circuited. So now what is our aim? Our aim is to find the resistance across the terminal A and B. But you see the resistance, what is the resistance across the terminal A and B? It's a 15 ohm. Okay, so this 10 ohm is not, that is this 10 ohm is open circuited. So current flowing through this 10 ohm is 0. Okay, since here it's a open circuited. So you leave this 10 ohm resistor. So the resistance across the terminal A and B we have to measure. Okay. So while calculating the resistance across A and B, it is said to be the resistance 15 ohms. Okay. It's a RTH value. So VTH calculated, RTH calculated. What is the next step? We have to draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. So what is Thevenin's equivalent circuit? Any complex circuit, it can be replaced by only the two elements. What is the one of the element? The Thevenin's voltage. Okay, what is the Thevenin's voltage? We calculated 42 volt. And in series with the RTH. What is the RTH value? 15 ohm. Okay, so VTH and RTH. Okay, you know down. Then across the terminal A and B. Okay, so across, this is the terminal A and B. Across the terminal A and B, we are drawing the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Then we have to connect that load across the terminal A and B. Okay, so what is the load for our circuit? R. Okay, variable resistor R. So here the question is that what in what condition, that is for what value of R the maximum power derived by this circuit is delivered to particular load. According to the maximum power transfer condition, the value of R, it must be equal to the RTH. Okay, the value of R, it must be equal to the RTH. So what is the RTH value? We calculated 15 ohm. So R is also 15 ohm. Okay, so the value of R is calculated as 15 ohm. Okay, and the next one, in the question they are asking what is the maximum power transferred also. Okay, so but the maximum power transferred to the load, it is calculated as the P max is equal to VTH squared divided by 4 into R. Okay, so here what is VTH? The VTH value is a 42. So 42 squared divided by 4 into R. What is the value of R? R is nothing but RTH. So 15. So if you are calculating, we will get the answer 29.4 volt. Okay, so this is the maximum power transferred to the particular load. Okay, this is a one problem, 8-mark question. And there is another one, same May 2000 question, one 5-mark problem. So it is a simple problem. This problem is also asked for 2-mark question also. Okay. So you see, find the value of ZL for maximum power transfer to it. If two conditions are given. So what is the condition means? First one is ZL is pure resistance. The second condition is the load ZL is the complex impedance with both elements are variable. Okay. So under these two conditions, we have to find out the value of ZL for maximum power transfer. Okay. So you see, this is the given circuit. So what is the given circuit? Already the circuit is in Thevenin's model only. Okay. So the complex circuit, it is simplified into the Thevenin's model only. So the given circuit is a Thevenin's model, the final step. So our answer is only we have to find the value of ZL under maximum power transfer condition, and we have to find the power transfer also. Okay. So you see, the given circuit is a DC circuit or AC circuit. It's a AC circuit. Okay, since you see what is the voltage source they are giving, it's a alternating voltage source, 100 with 90 degree. Okay, with the element you see, this is the resistor and this is the inductor. Okay, so the total value of this ZTH is 5 plus J10. Okay, 5 is a resistance part, J10 is a reactance of this inductor. So at that condition, we have to find this load impedance ZL we have to find. Okay. So but what is the condition? You see, for maximum power transfer condition, if it is a DC circuit means, okay. So the previous problem is a DC circuit. If it is a DC circuit means the load the load resistance RL must be equal to RTH. Okay. If it is a AC circuit means the ZL for AC circuit, instead of RL, we are calling it as a impedance, load impedance. So the load impedance must be equal to the complex conjugate of Z equivalent or ZTH. Okay, this is the condition. If the circuit is a pure DC circuit means RL equal to RTH or R equivalent. If it is a AC circuit, the load impedance is equal to the complex conjugate of the Thevenin's impedance. But you see in the given diagram, what is the Thevenin's impedance? They are giving 5 plus J10. For what value of ZL? This circuit, it will transfer the maximum power. So ZL equal to complex conjugate of the Z equivalent. So 5 plus J10, the complex conjugate of 5 plus J10 is 5 minus J10. Okay, so the value of ZL, it must be 5 minus J10. Okay, and for the two condition, they are asking the maximum power transfer. The first condition is that if ZL is pure resistance. Second one is ZL is a complex impedance. So the first one is if ZL is pure impedance. Okay, this is the exact condition for maximum power transfer theorem. If for first condition, according to the first problem, first question, if ZL is a pure resistance means, so that is we have to find the ZL value as a modulus of Z equivalent. Okay, we have to calculate the magnitude since the Z equivalent value is a real part as well as imaginary part. So if you are converting into purely real part, we have to take the magnitude. So the ZL is equal to modulus of Z equivalent. That condition only the ZL is a pure resistance. So if you are taking modulus of 5 plus J10, what is the answer? It's a square root of real squared plus imaginary squared. So 5 squared plus 10 squared. So the answer is 11.18 ohms. Okay. If the ZL is 11.18 ohms means at that condition we have to find the power. Okay. So the power formula, you know, what is the power? Power is nothing but I squared into the particular load ZL. But now we have to find out the I value. So what is I? You see in the circuit, I is current flowing through this circuit. What is the current flowing through this circuit? It is said to be the given voltage divided by the addition of these two resistances. Okay. So the current I can be written as 100 with 90 degree divided by addition of these two value. What is this value? 5 plus J10. What is the value of ZL? The ZL is 11.18. So 5 plus J10 plus 11.18. Okay. So here the numerator is in polar, the denominator is in rectangle. Okay, so here this real you just add. So 16.18 plus J10, and this 16.18 plus J10 we have to convert into polar. So if you are converting this into polar, so we will get a 19.021 with angle 31.72 degrees. Okay, so here, so polar by polar. If we want to divide polar by polar means the magnitude you just divide. So 100 divided by 19.021. So the answer is 5.257. And this angle we have to subtract. So 90 degree minus 31, we will get the answer 58.28 degree. So this is the current flowing through the particular circuit. So our question is power. Okay, so the power is equal to this current squared into ZL. So if you are multiplying this one, we will get the answer 308.971 watts. Okay, so this is the power transferred to the particular load when the load is pure resistance. Okay, and the second question is if ZL is complex. Okay, complex means what is the answer? Appa ZL equal to, whenever the ZL is equal to Z equivalent complex conjugate, at the time only we will get the maximum power. So at that condition, what is the power maximum formula means? It's a VTH squared divided by 4 into RL. So VTH, what is the value of VTH? The VTH is 100 with 90 degree. So here if you want to find out magnitude, power magnitude means you leave this angle, only we have to write the magnitude. So 100 squared divided by 4 into RL. Okay, 4 into RL. This is the formula for the maximum power transfer condition. So it is 500 watts. Okay, you see, whenever the load is pure resistance, we will get the power is only 308. Okay, in which condition this circuit it will produce the maximum power means the ZL is a Z equivalent complex conjugate. Okay, so that time only we will get the maximum value. So here the RL is a, in this 5 minus J10, this real part 5, it is said to be the RL. This is said to be the omega L. Okay, so that RL only we have to substitute. Okay, since this is the formula for the maximum power transfer. So the maximum power transfer is 500 watts. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the maximum power transfer problem. Okay, so thanks for watching. So please subscribe my channel for more videos and share this video to your friends. Thank you.